you guys were in the building, which, for all intents and purposes, you had thought was a satellite that had fallen, but it turns out it's a building. And you each had a nice little mini adventure once you got in. And after overcoming the obstacles, you ended up in a room together. It's dimly lit. It looks like okay, you know those things in caves? There's strings with like glowing beads on them, right?
Yeah.
They're basically traps for animals by like some horrible thing on the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why don't you guys introduce your characters? We'll just start off with Brian.
Oh, yes. I'm Brian, and I'm playing Pirate Hall Cutter, Raconteur, Adventurer, Misadventurer, Medic, Scout, and, let's see, and Mercenary for Hire if the price is right. It's got to be really, really right.
And what about Wes?
Hello, Ski. I am playing, how you say, Russian Gajovich.
You say Russian Gajovich.
Yes. Oh, yes. Wadi. Yes. Currently surviving confused KGB hunt in library and wondering where I am.
Rodney.
I am playing Count Van Saar, kind of a man in search of himself. Recently escaped from the mob at the Bellagio during his little adventure in the building.
And
Bellagio.
finally, Count Smigorian Baldhead. Nick Macario.
I was like, what? When did I become him? I knew you were talking about me, but I was like, when the fuck did I become him? All right, I'm playing Count Smigorian Baldhead. The leader of the voyage to sack, I think it's Imrir?
Imrir.
Yeah. All right. No. I'm not playing him. I am playing Scabious Pip, the last descendant of a bastard who dwindled all of his fortune away while he was still alive by buying a really bad social media company and then tanking it. So I've been broke my entire life, as a matter of fact. The small amount of money I did have, I used to buy a ship that I was not able to get off of the planet with because the hyperdrive was broken. That's me.
Right on. So, if you're just tuning in, we're playing Traveler. If you're not, welcome back. So, like I said, you guys are in the building. It is a long room, and you could kind of see that it too, kind of counterclockwise, goes around an arc. The arc seems a little bit more severe than the one in the room that you just came out of, but you start to make your way across the room when Pirate Hull Cutter feels like something like wind around his neck. And that's kind of where we left
it. One of my exes.
That's where we left it. So, how are you guys? Well, Pirate, how are you reacting?
Well, all right. Describe the spin wrapping around my neck again.
Okay, so it just like at first it feels like a tickle. So you kind of brush your neck and you realize that something long and sinuous is starting to creep around, and you could feel like little rasps. It's not doing any damage, but you could feel rasps where the it is getting barky. Where the underside, something is scraping against the tender flesh of your neck, your throat. I'm going to give you a second to do what you want to do before all hell breaks loose.
Okay, I'm just going to. It's like you forgot the safe word, and slowly reach for my knife because
The safe word is Tarnsman.
Wow.
Sorry.
Not a problem. It's
Earlier
reaching
discussion.
reaching for the knife. It's like and trying to figure out here if I should warn the others here with it. Hey guys, it's a little help here. I decide that is indeed what I will say. A little help here. And let's see. Does it? It's like does it look sexy or does it look scary behind me? Whatever is attached to the rest of whatever's around my neck.
Okay, so you flick it off with the knife, right? And you say, guys, and you kind of like feel it instead of going from behind, it like unravels and falls flop to the ground.
Oopsie. All right.
And the ground is kind of.
To see.
What have you done?
The ground is kind of damp.
A lot of things here. It's like, but that's really not important.
Who touched something?
And you notice that the room itself is kind of humid and damp. You bend over to see what you just flicked off of you, and it's, I guess the best way to describe it is a three-dimensional version of the squid emoji. Or not the squid, the octopus emoji, because it's cute. It's not gross. It's like this little cute octopoid-like thing with tentacles and a beak, and it's gushing out blood or ichor from where you had cut it, and then you start hearing the sounds of pop, 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 pop from all around you. As it looks like these things are descending from the ceiling.
But to be really honest, guys, as cute as this is, and as glad as I am that I've cut it, I feel like proper protocol says let us egress from this ceiling or from this room faster than usual. And you are free to disagree with me, but this is the course I am going to take, and I certainly welcome you all to follow me in this process or not. This is democracy here. Every man for himself occasionally is the choice that we make, and I leave it at that.
All right, so I'm gonna ask one of you to roll a six-sided die to determine initiative.
I'll do it.
Yeah, I mean, I already killed a squawktopus.
It was a 4.
Okay, so you guys can go first. I rolled a 3.
Okay.
So Pirate, you start to just run. You're running around give me a dex roll.
Okay.
Just to avoid slipping in the damp, kind of spongy floor.
All right, this is 2d6. All right. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, you're gonna roll 2d6 underneath your dex.
All right, then. Rolling and 8. I think that makes it. Yeah.
And remember, it's your adjusted dex, so whatever damage that you've put on your dex.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let's see.
It doesn't make it either way.
Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. Okay, so that's a no for me.
Yeah, so your
Not
feet
by
go out
much.
from your feet go out from under you, and you you're prone on the ground as the rest of you hear, it's kind of comical because Pirate Cold Cutter has Scooby Dooed his way into a just falling into a pile of really cute octopuses, tiny octopuses. They're like literally probably the size of somebody's fist.
Oh, cyber yoinks.
Okay, so plop, down goes Hole Cutter.
Damn it.
Who's doing what next?
I will put bullets into an octopus.
Okay, so you're gonna open fire.
Move. Classic move.
Yes. They are different, and therefore let's bullet them.
So I'm just gonna ask. It's dark right now. Like you're in like this liminally lit room. So I'm just gonna ask. Does anybody have a torch or a flashlight or something, or you don't, do you?
Nope.
Kind of not.
Nope. Did not seem necessary.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Why would a scout ever need a source of light?
So Wes, what are you using as you have a rifle? Is that correct?
Yeah, that is correct.
All right. You're gonna have a -2.
Oh shit.
But because it's there's just a lot of them. They're kind of all over the place. They're hitting the ground and plop and then starting to like kind of tentacle walk towards you.
Shoot me some Metroids.
So I guess if you want to shoot ones that are like kind of close, you beat a 4 with your whatever bonuses and penalties that you have.
Let's see, beat a 4. Let's see. Well, I definitely do that. That's a 7.
Okay. Yeah. So you put a bullet into one of these things. Octopus ick goes all over the place. Congratulations. Is that all you can move, or is that all you're doing?
I will move back away from the enemy of the people.
Okay, there's actually no backing away from anything because they're like all over the place. They're coming down. Plop, 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 plop.
Is there anywhere to run?
It's a room. You could run like around the bend of the room. Like it's a large space. It's just filled with tiny octopuses. But if you want to run, that's fine. Just give me a dex roll.
Just remember, they're slippery when squiddy.
What do you guys think? I was just thinking out loud about how we should approach this.
I'm not going to run, but I presume since we can see these creatures, we can also see well enough to grab Hole Cutter.
Yeah.
All right.
So like I said, it's kind of like a twilight lit. You can make out shapes.
Okay.
The formless lump that is Hole Cutter.
I'll grab the formless lump that is Hole Cutter. Probably grabbing a few octopuses first. Fuck.
Let's not do that.
All right,
Hole Cutter. Which one of these things is your hand?
Yes, welcome to Pyrrhic of Gore.
God damn it.
Now,
Oh,
Dang
that one.
Gore. I'm bringing that shit up.
That's your fault. It's 100% your fault.
It's not my fault you keep bringing
Yes.
it up.
It's your fault you brought it up originally. And it is a
Yeah.
hilarious, it is a hilarious thing.
yes.
And I have absolutely no problem making fun of people who think that shit's real.
Oh yeah. So you have it coming.
I have absolutely no qualms about that. So
That's
this
fair.
will be like making fun of Gore time because I'll forget about it in a week.
Okay.
All right, so you grab Pyrrhic of Gore and hoist him to his feet. Some octopuses fall off of him and hit the ground. And finally, Pips, what are you doing?
What do you guys think? Should I shoot at these octopus? Yeah, are there any of these octopuses getting closer to us that I could repel?
They're everywhere.
Yeah, they're everywhere. They're like on the walls, crawling on the ground, falling from the ceiling. You look up and you see like the ceiling seems to be made. You can make out it's like a mesh like substance, and they're like attached to it, crawling along.
Okay.
Crawling
Well,
along. You're basically in their habitat.
okay. Well, since oh, I forgot Rodney's character's name. Since Count Vansar is grabbing Pyrock and Russian Guyevich is shooting at them, I guess I will also shoot at them in a way to like kind of like prevent them from getting to us type thing. Like, you know, I have this big laser rifle, right? So I'm gonna
Yes.
shoot at them as like in like an arc, I guess, or whatever.
Okay, that's fine.
Roast octopus for dinner.
Yeah.
So it's a carbine, right?
I think so. Yeah. And I'm gonna, you know, just aim at ones that are getting close and blah blah blah. Move the stream of lasers around.
Okay, so you're basically trying to cut a swath for you, for you to get past, right? All right. So what I'm going to ask you to do is there's like at this point if you're doing that, there's a ton of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want you just to make sure that your weapon doesn't overheat.
Okay.
So why don't you make me a just roll a d6. If it's low, you're cool. If it's high, you're gonna have issues with your weapon.
I rolled a 2.
Pull it down with squid squeezins.
I rolled a 2.
Okay, you're fine. So yeah, you blast, like a Ghostbuster, right?
Yeah, covering fire. Yeah,
and just you just hear as they fly. They make really gross farting noises because they're more or less just bags.
I start laughing as they die.
It is fairly comical until
as you do
until the room starts to rumble and up from around the corner, right? It's not a corner, but the bend of the room. And you look up and you kind of see something dark obscuring even the twilight. And it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, just snake-like, rope-like things come from above, from around the, and these ones are big. And as you guys kind of march around the corner, and with Pip just mowing them down, cutting a swath through them, you see on the ceiling is just a big fucking kraken looking thing.
Oh shit.
And it's got 4 tentacles, and they come in toward you.
You woke Mama
That
up.
was my monster's move. So now you guys can go. I will have cleaning up your pants as a free action.
I don't need to do that. I don't have time for that. Got to run. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I clean my
There's,
pants with my free action.
It's on! And I run.
If it's cracking or crapping, it's a it's like if a cracking happens,
I look at the thing and I go, "I'm out."
you run rather than gun. All right, everybody.
He reaches into his
strategic
kit, pulls out some Scots.
Mm-hmm. That's like strategic withdrawal time, ladies and gentlemen. Strategic withdrawal.
Now, are
This is
these
your-
tentacles blocking the direction we want to go?
They're coming from the direction you want to go.
Ah, shit.
Well, oh nuts. All right. But I, for
So-
one, do not intend to die at the hands of a tentacle monster. Shouldn't be in a non-aquatic zone if I really have to make a note on this sort of thing here in the Encyclopedia Xenobiologist.
Well, it's, if you do have any xenobiology skill, you realize that yes, it's not technically underwater, but it is moist enough to keep such a thing alive.
We really have to talk about our pathfinding approach here, team. But all right, do you want to try to go through the tentacles, or shall we find an alternate egress?
Well, given that this room appears to be spiral or round, and the way we came doesn't really lead anywhere, it looks like the only direction is through.
Very well then. Open fire.
All right, so there are 4 tentacles.
All right, if we take out 2, we should be able to get through.
Pyric Hull Cutter, what are you doing?
I'm opening fire with my laser rifle or laser carbine. Here.
How do you have a laser carbine?
I don't know. I think didn't I have a laser carbine, or did I?
You had a
did I
rifle,
drop
or
it off?
you either had a rifle
Oh,
or a
wait.
shotgun.
Oh
Just-
shoot! Yeah, all right, never.
It's
Yeah.
Pip has a
Okay.
laser carbine.
Oh.
2 of you have rifles, and somebody has a shotgun.
I have a shotgun.
Yeah, you could have had the
then-
BFG, but you
Mm.
did not face anything in that cavern.
Mm. Yeah, well, dying in an 8-bit horror zone wasn't exactly my idea of a good plan. All right,
That
so,
is definitely true.
all right. So,
All right, so the tentacles are at medium range. So for you to hit it, it is going to be the equivalent of you're going to need an 8. Remember to take into
Yeah.
account. Now, these things are not tiny, and you could definitely get a bead on them. You can see where they are. Like the other ones were small, they blended.
Mhm.
These ones are not small. They don't blend. As a matter of fact, there might even be like an iridescent sheen, or a like the that scene in Moana
Mm.
where it's got like bioluminescence outlining the tentacles.
Yeah, you know what? It's like right now I'm going to pass on anything that doesn't involve just destroying this enough tentacle to make a passage for ourselves.
So you just
So-
the upshot is you just need to be an 8.
Oh, I've got a 13, so that should work.
That does work.
yeah.
If you would kindly roll your damage, which is 3 dice.
Alright, hold on. Be rolling. Damn it. 9.
Okay. So, you hear like the gunfire. It sounds loud in the room, but it's somehow muffled, almost like you're firing into a room full of moss. But it hits true, and you see blood splat from the tentacle. I'm not going to play you that. It's like an eldritch horror that can only be harmed by enchanted weapons. It does damage. You hear like the whole room shakes as you hear like something like grunting from around the bend. Wes, what are you doing? What is Russian Guyevich going to do this situation?
So let's see if I understand the situation right. Is that they're coming from where we want to go? Or is he trying to BFG your way through this cloud, and there's still some left? Well, let's see. I'm looking around. Then, is there like edible large boulder-like objects in the ceiling that look precariously perched?
What?
No, it's like any type of large. It's like a. Does it look like some large piece of like scaffolding or machinery or something that could cause a drop on some of these creatures? What do you got?
The classics.
Yeah.
I'm not saying no. I just want to make sure that we have a plan.
If you guys wanted to confer and make a plan, that's fine with me. But I'm gonna say like the ceiling is like a mesh kind of thing, and shooting with a rifle doesn't look like it's gonna do much of anything.
Okay. Is it possible that it will make us feel better?
All right. Well, alternative then is, do we have? Let's see. Well, sorry. What to say is, all right. I heard there's a. I'm gonna just take a big aim at that giant kraken-like thing approaching and put bullets in that. Then.
All right. So, are you going to shoot the same tentacle that Hyrox shot, or are you going to shoot a different tentacle? There's 4 of them, and they're coming at you.
Yeah, I'll shoot a different tentacle.
Okay, so you have a rifle as well, correct?
Correct.
So it's going to be the same. You need to hit with an 8 or better.
All right. Come on, new shooter. That's a 9. Actually, no, it's 10.
That is better than an 8. So roll your damage. It's 3 dice.
Ooh, mega damage.
Try snake eyes.
Let's see. That's 11.
Okay. Yeah. The room starts to shake more, and now instead of like a grunt, you hear a somewhat gurgle of pain. Not quite ear splitting, but pretty loud as it shouts in pain. More of these little octopoids plop 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 fall from the top. What is Van Sar doing?
Let's see. I'm gonna try to run past.
Okay.
Just trying to reach out psychically to this eldritch horror.
Okay, so you make a dex roll.
Okay. And that's current adjusted dex, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Nope, that is a horrible failure.
Okay, so you start to run, and as you're going around the curve of the room, your foot slips out from from under you. How horrible was your horrible failure?
Let's see. My current dex is 2, and I rolled a 7, so that's
Oof.
5.
Well, that's not too horrible. It
I'm gonna
wasn't
say
boxcars.
Dex
It's more or less what I was trying to see. Yeah, so you fall flat on your face, and it is going to take a turn to get back up.
Okay, that's fair.
Scabious Pit, what have you to do?
aren't we running now?
Well, Rodney was. Van Sar was.
What are the other two?
They're shooting at the tentacles.
Okay.
Mhm.
And to be fair, running takes you in the direction from where the tentacles are coming.
Okay. I'm gonna just shoot at the tentacles then.
Okay, so you have
Fine.
your laser carbine. So including penalties and bonuses, you have to beat a 6. Or not including. Add your penalties and subtract. Or technically you do add negative numbers, so it's fine.
And I still have a -2 from last time, right?
The last time you were trying to like strafe a path, like covering fire, you're shooting something. So it's just a regular shot.
Oh, okay. Then I got a 9.
Okay, well that does it. So
I got an 8, but still.
yeah, roll 4 dice.
Sorry. Add 2 more. 18.
Damn.
Ooh.
I got 5s and 4s.
A hideous roar fills the cavern, and that the tentacle, while it was like being held up by muscle, it like flops, hits the ground with a big splash. Mr. Prone, please roll a d6 and let me know whether it is high or low. Low is good, high is bad.
3, so low.
Low. Yeah, so it comes close, but does not quite land on you. But seeing it next to you, you realize it has some girth to it. Like it's definitely not quite as thick as you, but pretty damn thick.
That is thick.
Mm.
All right. Wow. That's impressive.
That's right.
Try not to drop it on me next time.
Thick tentacles of gore.
Dump truck thick. Anyway.
Of gore.
Let's see. Of gore.
Of gore.
Crack that whip. Anyway. Let's see. Does it look like we now have more of an opening to actually go through the egress? Yeah.
Well,
Sure
you and Pips and really everyone hasn't really made it around the curve enough to see anything. But now it's the creature's turn, and each tentacle centers on an attacker because I'm fair.
It's all right. I have to admit, if I was a tentacle monster, I would probably try to attack my attacker too. It's nothing personal. It's just space business.
All right, so it comes. The first one comes at you, Pyric. And it is barreling towards you like a spear.
All right. Well, that's not very friendly at all. I attempt to dodge it.
Yes, which you can do. So
Sweet.
roll your dex or less.
It's like great. Well, that was a 12, so it's like that's not going to happen.
Yes. Fortunately for you, it misses.
Hey.
As it comes straight to you. Russian Guyevich, another one. Yours is coming towards you, and you see it like kind of. It's got a little bit of a palsy to it as it's coming towards you.
I will have to
but
cure that.
damn, I need better dice. That misses as well. Count Vansar, unfortunately for you, you don't get to die. Well, it doesn't matter. Your dex is 2.
Yep.
All right. If you know what? If you roll a 2, you will be able to dodge.
Okay, I'll give it a shot. Fuck it. Not boxcars, but double 10, but 10.
Yeah, I didn't hit anyway. And then the one that Pips had fired on is busy flopping around on the ground like a dead grabber.
Yeah.
So you're all able to advance up a little bit, if you want, because now, if you're thinking about where you all are, right, in this room, the things had thrust at you all and missed you, but in doing so had to go past you. So you're kind of inside the reach of the tentacle. So it's not as dire to be going around. If you understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Think of them as spears, and they've like overthrust you.
Right.
So you will be able to, if you wanted to, those of you who are not prone, make a move if you wanted to, like double move, or you can like advance without making a dex roll and fire. So Pyric, you can go first.
Advance and fire, and so I could see. It's working so far, and
All right.
let's see.
So
And
only thing that has
we're all
changed is
agreed we hate each other.
now they are a little bit closer.
Mm-hmm.
So now you are trying to beat a 9. Oh no, I'm sorry, a 7. A 7. I was looking at the wrong armor.
All right, hold on. And the result is a 9.
Which is more than a 7. So please roll 3 dice to determine the damage.
All right. And I am getting another 9, a 5, a 3, and a 1. All right, so that's a 9.
Okay. That one falls down and starts to flop around as well. And you hear like just a bellow coming. It sounds like it's coming from right around the corner. You look up and you see like there's a door, but perched above the door, spreading like a fucking tree, is this huge kraken, and its tentacle. It's got 4 tentacles, and they're coming like they spread out across the ceiling. Well, they would, except for 2 of them are like kind of like limp right now, and come down the walls and then snake out into the hallway. It's huge. It's got like a hooked beak. And so that's what you see. It's dripping and bellowing.
All right.
It-
Well,
I think this Kraken might be getting a little upset. Yeah.
Let me ask anybody a question. Does anybody have any sort of biological science and or like something physics related? So xenobiology, even I would say like anything that has to do with like physics, like mechanics physics.
I have mechanical. Does that do anything?
Yeah, I'll give it to you. What's your mechanical?
1.
Okay, you probably have to roll
Okay.
when you get around to seeing this thing.
Okay.
All right. So Russian Guyvich, what are you doing?
Well, I will continue shooting at tentacle.
All right. Make it
Running
happen.
forward. Yep. I roll 4 of a 5.
Okay, yeah, that is gonna miss. You might hit like a little one.
Oops.
The star spawn of Cthulhu.
Oops.
So you miss. Finally, it is Count Van Sar's turn.
I will scramble my way around the bend toward my compatriots that ran past me.
You see this thing now. You can make your. I'll let you add whatever intelligence bonus. Well, you don't get an intelligence bonus. What's your intelligence?
My intelligence is 4, and Ed is 6. If
Okay,
either one of those-
roll under your education. Use the mechanical, that one of your mechanical as a bonus. So subtract 1 from whatever you.
Gotcha. 5.
Okay, well that is under 6, so that's what you want. So you look at this boneless thing hanging off the ceiling there, like the grid work that is the ceiling, and you figure that the only thing preventing this that's keeping it like functional is the fact that it's not crushing itself under its own weight because it's not on the ground.
Okay.
Like
What appears to be supporting it?
there's this like mesh. Like you can't tell if it's chicken wire, but there's like some sort of mesh up there that it seems to be attached to something.
Ah.
So if we bring down the mesh, we bring it down from the ceiling.
That would be a reasonable assumption, yes.
All right. And how far am I away from where this creature is?
You're because of the curvature of the room, you're pretty close. I would say you're probably within. Well, we'll say long distance. If you get any closer, it'll turn into me.
All right.
Ah.
I want to take a piece of the ceiling that's fairly safe. Then I want to test and see if my sword will cut it.
It's too high.
It's too high.
You're gonna have to somehow get up there.
How sturdy are these baby octopus things?
They're squishy. They're very squishy.
If I piled up enough of them, could I make it to the...
No, it'd be
No.
like being on a bean bag, like a slimy bean bag.
Okay. All right. And it's like a mesh. It's not
the
like
worst IKEA ever.
not like chain link or anything.
It's that's a mesh. A chain link. A chain link technically is a mesh, but yeah, it's that kind of.
Okay. I'm gonna shout out to the others. Break the ceiling.
Okay.
All right.
SP, what are you doing?
Can I help break the ceiling?
Yeah, how are you going to break the ceiling?
Can I shoot at the ceiling in like spaced intervals, hopefully creating a circle to fall down on the thing?
Okay.
Because wouldn't that work?
So you're trying to shoot. You're going to like try and shoot above it in a pattern so that its weight will bring the broken ceiling down
Yeah.
around it.
Yeah.
Like
That's
that, like
kill us.
the laser equivalent of sawing
A hole in the floor.
a hole in the floor, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure I got the visual right. Okay. It is going to take what's your dex?
I think it's at 7 now.
Your current dex is 7?
Yeah.
All right. Make a dex roll. Roll under your dex.
Under
Tell me how well or poorly you did.
I rolled a 6.
Okay, so you did 1 under. I'm going to say it's going to take 3 rounds to be able to do that.
Okay.
So yeah, you start to do that. Like, so you flip the laser on continual fire, and you just like right,
Mm-hmm.
and you start to cut a swath around the goddamn thing. So while he's doing this, there's 2 tentacles left, and they're both going for him as the big kraken realizes what is going on. So here's the deal. If you all want, you can sacrifice your turn to jump in the way, protect it.
Seems like the right thing to do. But is it the healthy thing to do?
I will do the thing that needs to be done.
All right. So the first one is coming at
Yeah.
the first one is coming at him. I'm gonna roll. Somebody tell me what they're doing.
I'm jumping in front going, no! Get my Secret Service shades on while doing it.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's like, let's see, I shout my personal battle cry for personal survival and promise of riches.
Okay, so all right, so the first tentacle whips around and it's huge. I mean, it's like a tree trunk. Russian Guyevich, you dive in front of it. And you're taking you're taking 6 points of damage.
Oh, God. 6 points.
Oh, wait, no. Yes, 6 points of damage. As it clops you. But you keep Senor Peeps is still blasting away. Fortunately for you, Pirate Hull Cutter, you are only taking 6 points of damage. Or I'm sorry, 4 points of damage.
Yeah.
I rolled these guys. So Pyric and Russian Guyevich, your noble actions have cost you your turn, but save pips for another round. Count Van Sar, you did not heroically stand between the greater good and thousands of pounds of angry squid. I know what your stats are. I understand.
Yeah, a man's got to know his limitations.
but what are you doing?
I'm gonna try to run up and stab one of them with the sword.
Okay, so which one? There's two of them that are active. There's one that looks like it's got the palsies and it's bleeding, and the other one is like fresh and ready to go.
I'm gonna honor the old Van Sar house tradition and go for the bleeding one.
Excellent. So take your sword.
All right.
And with all of your might and your bonuses and whatnot, and your penalties.
I have a strength of 3. What would be the penalty on that?
Oh, I can look that up real quick. You might want to switch to a gun. I don't think you can hit it with a sword.
All right. Then I will attempt to shotgun the bleeding one with my lovely dexterity of 2.
Okay. Well, the shotgun, it's going to be hard to miss.
Okay.
But it's possible.
Anything's possible. If you roll all right. So you have a -1 because of your dexterity.
Okay. All right.
You are right there. If you roll snake eyes, you're gonna miss.
Okay.
That's all. You need to beat a 17 or 16 with your dex penalty.
Okay. Yeah, I got an 8.
That beats snake eyes. Oh, I'm sorry. 8. 8 is what you need. I'm looking at the wrong thing. 8 is exactly what you need.
Yay! All right, so that's 4d damage.
4d damage.
Where's my 4th D? Come on.
Do it. Destroy.
Come on.
Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
Dodge is what I'm missing. All right, so we'll do it this way, just to save time. All right, that is 16, 20.
All right, so that one doesn't even fall limp. That one just
explodes.
There is an explosion of mess and gunk as everyone is covered in it. Pip, you're bringing the laser fire around, cutting it. You're 2/3 of the way through. You hear the ceiling start to groan.
I say, let it fall down in the name of Gore.
I wipe my face and say, I've had enough gore, thanks.
So the last tentacle is going for Pip. I'm rolling. Anybody being noble, or is he just gonna take it on the chin?
Oh, fuck it.
I feel like I should have just kept shooting at the tentacles instead of trying to drop this on it instead. But whatever.
It happens.
It happens.
Okay, I'm feeling the bloodlust. I will cast myself in its path.
All right. Van Sar, you are 100% obliterated. It hits you. You are taking 10 points of damage.
All right, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all 3 stats.
Okay, so unless he receives immediate medical attention, Van Sar is done.
Van Sar got wrecked.
But his sacrifice was not in vain, as the last of the laser fire completes the circuit, and the section that he cut just falls. You're all kind of blown back by the shockwave of this thing hitting the ground from 20 feet up. And then even the palsies on the tentacles stop twitching.
Oh, the right thing to do is to trust that our hypocritical oath requires us to make a good faith effort to save Vansar here. It's like so that he is only grievously wounded in vain. So I attempt to save him with the materials on hand.
Okay. Roll your.
Also squishing octopuses into the wounds.
Stuffing up the bleeding with cephalopods.
Right. It's like, let's use these adhesive fluid then to make it work. Then, right? That's how it's done. But all right, and that is a 7, which gets us. But let's see. Oh wait, 7, 8, 9. Okay, wait, 10. I'm having to level 3 doctor.
All right.
So that's 10 to at least get him to 1s across his stats.
You stabilize Vansar, get his heart pumping again. Vansar, you can take your stats and half them out between 0 and your max.
Okay. They're back to where they were.
Now, I am perfectly willing to attempt some highly experimental and unorthodox and possibly interesting xenoscience on. If you want to be the new you, we could try some radical skin grafts, or to give you cephalo-powered, it's like appendi, just maybe not even for a permanent solution. I mean, once we get back to civilized space, I'm sure the Metacore will.
Pyrock.
What?
Kill the fucking monster, alright?
I could be using medical attentions.
I mean, this could absolutely change. It's like our understanding of sentient and octopi biology.
Okay.
All right, yeah.
Talk to the monster.
Crazy.
Doctor, I could be using help.
All right. I try to attend to Russian Guyevich, and my results for that are also a 13. Okay.
All right, Russian Guyevich. Were any of your stats at 0?
No. Oddly enough this time.
All right. So you could take 5 points and divide them up between your stats, however you see fit. If you heal yourself, obviously you don't pull a Kim. Your maximums are your maximums.
Oh, there you go. I am now back to 19 strength, 2,000 dexterity, and endurance that is infinite.
Time to punch Nyarlathotep.
Yep.
Brass knuckles.
All right.
Soon you'll be able to pull the ears off Gundark. Wait. Oh, sorry. Wrong property. Anyway.
So there is a door on the other side of
door.
This
Okay.
big land kraken.
Is the land kraken
I'm not
dead?
sure how we killed it.
It's
There's a possibility
not quite.
be more.
It's not quite dead, but it's like think of it as now it's a beach whale. It's fucked. Unless it can get itself back up, it's going to be crushed under its own weight.
Does it have a discernible head?
It's got a beak.
Does it have a whole body running around? Like,
I'm
you
going
know,
I mean, the
follow
little
up
ones
to
are
it.
the little ones are still squeaking around, but this one is like, yeah, it's. You could see the luster in its eye is slowly fading.
Oh, it has an eye. All right.
Yeah.
I kick it. I kick
You know,
it in the face.
a cold dead eye, like a cow.
2 in a row.
Zing!
Yeah, I'll hobble up to the eye and shotgun it right in the pupil.
There's a spread of gore behind it.
That wasn't
You hear the
unexpected.
crack of whips.
And I'm going
And
to
the creak of
Amazing
well-oiled
too.
leather.
Nope. I'm going to after getting sprayed with more monster gore, I'm gonna rack the shotgun and you should have folded. And continue on toward the door.
Oh. I guess you're now an octodie. That's what you get for standing in the way of the Exploration Corps.
I'm a scout, motherfucker. Our motto is always be prepared, bitch.
Now you see us, now you don't. Anyway, all right,
You're
so
secretly Sly Marbo.
All right, so we started exploring around for where else can we go from here? What are
Well, there's a door that it was like in front of.
Yeah, got that part, man. And it's like, okay, so all right, I peek around the corner or peek around the door, not going completely through the door.
So the door,
with a weapon at me.
The door looks like it opens into a old, decrepit parlor, like you would find in an old Victorian house.
As long as the sky isn't the color of a dead television, we're okay.
No, that was like three hallucinations ago.
Oh, good. Well, then in that case, it's like, all right, this seems safe, and I step through the door.
All right. It is an old, decrepit Victorian parlor that curves around sharply. You see what looks like old, dusty bookcases filled with rotting books. There's a fireplace. Is everybody else going in as well?
Yes.
There's an old fireplace choked with ashes. There's a table that looks like if you sanded it, it would. I guess you would call it in modern parlance distressed if you're an antiquer. But it is splintered. It's splintery. It needs work. There's rickety chairs. There's an old chandelier hanging from the ceiling.
Okay, this is where I announce loudly into the room.
It's
under
got
Article 12.
It's got the what do you call it? Paneling that comes up to maybe like everyone's chest, wood paneling,
Are there any
wainscoting.
chairs?
Yes, there's rickety ass chair.
Enough for all of us, or
There
how
are.
many
There
people?
is.
I'm gonna
Specifically all of us,
sit
or
down in a
more
chair.
than all of us?
No, more than all of you. There's chairs. There's like a moldy looking sofa that maybe probably has something growing on it. Remnant of your pal the Tench.
This chair is too hard.
Dude, it's a fucking chair. When was the last time we saw one of these?
Yeah. This chair is too soft.
Oh, what? Which one?
This
I
chair.
want that one.
I thought chairs had been outlawed.
Yes.
Oh.
Only those named
Right,
Count Van
well-
Sar may sit in them.
Other questions. Anyway, I announce under Article
Damn,
12
that
of the Explorer's Code here that any hostile spirits and ghosts must reveal themselves to us now. It's like, or else you will be in violation of Space Treaty. Yeah, and we will be forced to eliminate you with impunity. Then kicking your ass like a space kraken.
You hear behind you, from the
Ah,
direction
shit.
you came, a creaking noise, popping of wood, wood coming out of it, popping its glue.
Does not constitute an official revelation, but we will take that as an acknowledgement of the treaty.
Has anybody ever seen The Frighteners? Peter Jackson's last good film.
Years
Yes.
ago.
Oh, that's a deep cut, but
Oh.
okay.
Did you say the Frighteners?
Yeah.
Damn.
sorry,
Michael
it's
J.
like-
Fox.
Comedy gold.
That's fucked up. Just
Michael
say
J.
that.
Fox and
So you hear this creaking from behind you, and you look towards where the door was, and there's a face coming out of the door, and the entire room is like being bent in to make up for its substance. Do you get what I'm saying?
It's like
Yeah.
warping the space around it, kind of.
Yes, but like it's not magic. So it has to use the materials that's around it to
okay, I got
grow.
you. So it's like the wood paneling and stuff. So it's like a face that has like wood grain and like maybe spots where the paneling is splitting from the swelling of the skull
Exactly.
structure.
Exactly.
Not helping. It's like, okay, why can't you take the face of something nice and friendly and hot? Oh, all right. Like,
And so after at first it's a face, and then you see like from the wall next to it a gnarled hand starts to form from the plaster, which the room starts shaking, and another one it claws on the ground and starts pulling itself along the floor,
What did you
heading
do,
towards
Pyrock?
you.
it is standard protocol in spaces like this. If you had read the manual, you would know that this is the proper protocol. So, now,
Yeah, but
all right.
do you ever factor in some weird shit has been going on?
Yeah.
It's getting closer.
Okay.
Hold up. Mommy and Daddy are talking.
That's like I signal to it that it's like that any further advancement towards us without communication is considered a violation of the treaty. I flash my scout's badge to remind them of our authority.
You guys have cloth armor, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pyrock, the claw comes at you and rips across the front of your uniform. You are going to take
Ah.
Oh shit! 9 points of damage.
Ow!
All right, I think I'm out. But whoever's got the second level of doctor skill here, yeah, that's like just remember,
Okay.
I'm too awesome to die.
So it's coming right at you.
All right, I'll shotgun it.
And it's taking all the room from behind it with it, if that makes any sense, as it like forms itself from the substance of the room.
Is it like giant sized or normal?
Yeah, it's
size?
huge.
Okay.
It's
This violation of a treaty authorizes us to use undeadly force. Ah.
even unconscious.
I'll grab Pyrock
I'm
and
thinking
begin
it's
dragging
very
him
hard.
away, while screaming, "Light it up, Scabious!"
Because of course, violence is our first response.
Violence was its first response.
This is also true.
I light it up.
All right, so somebody roll a d6.
That's not me. I'm unconscious.
I rolled a 3.
All right,
Someone slap Pyrock awake.
you guys can go first. Pyrock, you are down. How down are you?
I think I'm pretty close to totally down here.
I
Like
thought
all
that,
three, all three are at 0.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I thought we just recovered a bunch.
someone forgot to heal themselves.
Yeah, that wasn't
I got-
okay. Yeah.
I have medical 1. I can do that on my turn.
Okay,
Yep.
well, it's all your turn. Who's doing what?
Yeah, I'm performing my medical 1 to get Pyrock up.
Okay, roll 2d6, add 1.
Well, wow. 12.
Oh, Pyrock, your
Oh.
minor medical miracle. He as you guys are like backing away from this thing, Pip
I'm a dude.
Pip unshoulders his rifle, his laser for a second, and then like kind of looks at you, puts it back in, and then just like grabs a hypo from the med kit and just jabs it in your side. You can average out your 3 stats between 0 and the
All right.
maximum.
Okay. Go.
All right. So I have right now I have Van Sar kind of dragging Pyrock along while Pips is on the side and pops it in there, but you're like all the entire time you're like kind of backing away from this thing. It's moving slow. It's not a fast thing. But it is steady and it's coming at you like a juggernaut. Russian Guyevich, what are you doing?
Let's see. You know. I will pray to great God of computer and sky and ask for napalm.
So you mutter a silent prayer. It is unanswered in terms of napalm, but you see something flash on the decrepit table as you kind of back around. You can keep pace with the thing as long as you keep on moving. You see something on the table that you're passing by glint in the candlelight. Almost as if an answer to your prayer.
clearly, we need to get our prayers answered. Wonderful, wonderful, voluptuous company. Then and let's see, and untold scads of riches fall in our way, crushing our opponent.
So
What is
Russian
it,
Guyevich,
Yeah, so I'm looking at the table. Yes, what do I see there?
it's a key.
Ooh,
An
Ooh.
old looking key.
key.
Intricately
Oh.
carved or poured, whatever you do to keys, worked. It's got a stylized like end of it, like the and you hold on. Looks
So
like it looks like a spaceship.
is it card or cryptic arabesques?
I just said it looks like a spaceship, a stylized spaceship. If you want
Oh,
them to be made out of arabesques, that's fine, but it looks like a spaceship.
oh, comrades! The door! I have found the key. We must find the door. The great god of computer Scientology has told us where to go.
Galactology.
Galactology, yes.
What's that? Is there a
It's a
door
key.
anywhere nearby?
It's the key. The sacred
Well,
key.
as the thing comes at you and you continue limping down the bend of the arc, which is getting tighter and tighter, you see there is a doorway at the end. Above the door is a bas relief of a spaceship.
All right. Well, we've got our key master, but who is the gatekeeper?
I think it's crawling toward us.
Oh, okay. Well, let's move towards the door.
Speaking of which, so it's going to take a turn. It's going to take a swipe at one of you.
Oof.
And that is going to be 1, 2, 3. That is me. I am 3. So that will become Pip.
Okay.
Takes a swipe at you, Pip. Where are we? Claw.
Miss.
No, it definitely hits.
Boo!
It does 5 points of damage.
Ooh, okay.
As you guys what are you doing? It's your turn. You can attack. You can continue running towards the door ahead of this thing. You think you could probably reach it if like on this round. As it crashes.
I'll run for it then.
All right. Is that anybody else running, or is everyone?
Actually, no, I'm not running for it. My dex is at 2 right now.
I'm not asking for Dex.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm running for it.
Run for it.
So you all speed down the corridor, limp, and I mean that's like you're all beat up, and this thing isn't fast, like I said, but I also said you're all beat up. So you get to the end, and there's a door. It's a wooden door. There's a old-fashioned doorknob with like a lock, a keyhole above it. You feel coming from the keyhole there is the breath of stale air, but it kind of feels familiar. It nags something in the back of your mind.
Come on, Guyevich, open the door.
I will open the. Of course, I will open door. Door must be opened. Putting key.
Russian Guyevich puts the key in the door and turns it, and everything stops, except for you guys. It's even the motes of dust in the air stop, suspended. You hear a vaguely familiar female voice say, "Do you wish to continue? Do you have any other business you wish to conduct before continuing?"
Hmm. Yes, we need a fungicide.
All decisions made now are final. You will not be able to go back.
When have we ever gone back?
Yeah, good point. It's like, okay, so, let's see. What should we ask for?
Yes, we wish to continue.
Yes.
He finishes turning the lock as if nothing had happened, throws open the door. Everything is black. Slowly, the lights turn on. And each of your pods opens.
Oh, okay.
You look around, you blink, you emerge from the cryogenic pods in a room. There's a large computer bank. You're in a spaceship. It's your spaceship, the Agamemnon. As you remember being chased by pirates, misjumping because of your money saving attempts and using unrefined fuels and not keeping up on the repairs on your ship. You misjump to the middle of an empty sector with absolutely no fuel and nothing, no way to get back. Someone hit upon the bright idea of using the ship's computer, the Tench, to create a virtual world that you could pass the time in while waiting for the inevitable. There's a computer screen, T.E.N.C.H, all in caps, and like a DOS kind of like just blip on there, and then enter parameters for simulation. And that is Exegesis.
Ah.
What?
Okay, sorry, still processing. This is fun.
Russian garbage is looking for the vodka or whatever passes for it.
Yep.
Well. Oops. Thanks, Tench. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much for playing.
All right, I look forward to all of that. You'll need the fungicide.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that.
That was great. Thank you very much here. And I look forward to our next exciting adventures. And
That was the end.
wherever.
Yeah, so
That's the end. That's the end.
I kept on telling you guys to read Maze of Death.
Wow. All right. That's good.
So basically you were in a computer simulation by a damaged AI.
It did feel very damaged. Okay.
Wow.
Wow. What should have?
No wonder all the crazy shit happened.
Yeah.
Wow.
Olaf makes more sense now.
Galactology. All of it. It was all
All of
this
it.
preparation.
Is there a snack machine?
Were you really the clone of Elon Musk? Or
Yeah, I mean, you are who you are.
All right.
There was
Okay.
And are
there
we
was a
going
point
to
where I was.
Delmark 4?
Is there a snack machine nearby?
You're
I
going
assume-
nowhere. You're stranded in an empty sector
Oh,
and watching like your supplies dwindle, which is why you're in the cryo.
oh shit.
Oh,
And
okay. So
yeah.
now we have to kill each other, and some of us have to eat the others. Got
Yes, sir.
you.
Monte Carlo 2763.
Mm,
Autumn.
Yeah.
Jump back
Time
in the
for the
pod.
cold equation.
Go back in the pod.
Yeah, back in the
Hell
pod.
yeah, back in the pod.
I did toy with the idea of having you be on the fishwife, but I figured this was better. It would have been
this is
cheap
good.
if it was on the fishwife.
Oh, that misjump from the middle of the
It's just a random misjump happened. Like, I mean, it could have been anything. It was just you were chased by pirates. You hit the jump too early. You like hit it in the
Oh
gravity well.
yeah.
Misjumped to like an empty sector where you can't refuel. So you're like you send out, hit the distress call. Hopefully
Brian,
somebody comes
yeah.
by. But if no one comes by, at least you have Delmark 4.
Oh, Mark.
Yeah. I'll always have Delmark 4. Well, since like I have to figure out how